Going live.
This is a great Chad.
Thanks.
Now, are you gonna stay on until midnight your time, or are you gonna go off and come back?
I think that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
We'll just chat about stuff.
I'll probably go off camera for a little bit, but I'll definitely come on like a quarter to 12 your time.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could stop down and then I don't know. I'm in the middle.
We'll see what we want to do.
Middle.
Oh, you know what? Save the video till after midnight.
Okay.
The tour, and then we can maybe stretch it and keep going. So let's do it that way.
Hello, hello. I think that we have been seen.
Okay. Yep.
There we go.
It sounds that.
Now I only have one bottle of champagne. Gonna have to use.
How much do the cats drink?
Luckily, they man, they can get some. They can hold their liquor. Let me tell you. I only have one, funny. So we're gonna have to put the cork back in it for Central Time.
For when we open at your place. Yeah, for your.
Yeah, exactly.
Your 2018. Hey, chat room. Welcome.
Hello, chat room. The end of 2017.
So, yes, the last of it. And as you can see, after midnight, you know, I promised people a tour of Disneyland with all the alterations I did. But what it was, you know, Mad closed on December 22nd. It turned out that my building pass doesn't expire till midnight tonight. So I told them I was going back to my Mad office, but I went up to the roof. So that's where I am. I'm up on the roof.
Wow, you can see the city behind you.
Oh, yes, you can. It's amazing. You can see the spotlights from all the buildings.
I'm very surprised. You guys have really powerful spotlights. It seems almost against city ordinance to be that bright, but
well, it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve. So
there you go.
So I mean, I am freezing and I mean, don't tell building, but I'm actually out on the window ledge because the roof was locked, and I figured, you know,
what building is that? That seems to be 7 times taller than every other building.
Yeah, it's 1700 Broadway, and I'm up on the top of a flagpole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think, you know, this is not high enough. And Dennis was here. I said, Dennis, I'm going to hook my arms through the rope that they hoist the flag on, and he hoisted me up, and then we ran some AC cables up there. This is no easy task, but we're doing
we had to get approval from the janitor to pull this off.
Exactly. We have no approval from Con Ed, certainly no approval from the building, certainly no approval from the people that we kept dropping stuff on by accident while we were setting up. But
man,
yes, someone was asking. The heat is back in my building on 82nd Street. The heat is back on. Thank you for all you people who offered condolences. A couple people even said you can come here and stay if you want, but the building is warm. I'm freezing up here, but you know it's only another 10 minutes before the new year comes in. And show your place again. Your place looks great.
We decorated. Yeah, we have some New Year banners. We got some 2018s around. Even the plant is ready to bring in the new year.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Dennis and I, Chad, this afternoon, every New Year's Eve we go out on Broadway and we buy 2018 glasses.
Oh yeah.
It is so cold in the city.
It's like the coldest day on record.
Yes, it is the second coldest New Year's Eve on record. Tonight, it's -5 wind chill at Times Square. We walked 20 blocks. There was not one vendor, street guy, selling 2018 glasses, selling noisemakers. Fortunately, I went to the LED division of Dick's Gadget Warehouse and found these. And I'm just going to have my two guests stick their head in for a second. Dennis Wonderland is here. Dennis, say hi.
Hey, wow. Looking good.
And Lindy Brave, Dennis hoisted Lindy up on a rope too. This is Lindy Dunn, who joined us every day. There you go.
Going to the open net of Tosca.
Yeah.
Oh, Lindy works at the Met, and tonight, who was in the audience? Lindy, say it out loud.
Bill and Hillary Clinton.
No way!
The Clintons were at the opera, and Lindy said as they were leaving, someone up in the balcony yelled, "We love you, Hillary." And then did they get a standing ovation?
Yeah, well, everybody was standing already.
Oh, everybody was standing already. But
yes.
They got an ovation. So, yeah,
it was a default standing ovation.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yes, they had no choice. Even if you were a Trump supporter, you were already standing. You could stand and not applause. That was the only option.
It would have been extra work to sit down and clap.
Yes, exactly.
That's
exactly.
fantastic. Wow, what a cool story.
You know what? So does Dallas have like a town center where they're having an event? Do they drop
we have
anything?
The Globe. We have this huge building that's that has LEDs all around it, and we have a few buildings that are basically known for LEDs. I haven't.
But people don't gather there, right?
No, I think that there is a place to gather, and I think that the Globe does something.
Okay.
Let me look for a skyline photo to kind of.
Pac NW says they drop a water balloon at midnight.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. We cool everybody off.
Yes, they can't do that in New York right now because you'd kill somebody. Oh, wow.
So this is the Dallas skyline, and so that right there has this really impressive light display.
Oh,
no,
does it doesn't move?
It doesn't. It doesn't move. It doesn't like drop or anything. But they have somehow figured out how to program all sorts of stuff into.
You know, can you cut to my shot again?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. Kong is looking.
Oh no,
Kong, 34th Street. Kong,
Godzilla is out.
It's on 34th Street. And last time he had no food up there, so he brought a banana this time.
He has a humongous banana. That's the world's largest banana.
The world's largest frozen banana, yeah.
There's money in the banana stand, let me tell you.
Right. So that dome is permanent. It doesn't come down.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Midnight.
Yeah, it doesn't come down or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our Space Needle basically. Is
okay.
You know, I just we don't really have. What are we going to look at? Like time.com to figure out what time?
To figure out the thing. You know what? I don't believe it. Oh. Okay.
How are we going to know when?
You know what? I tell you what. I have a TV on here. Okay, so I will tell you when to cut to the special camera that they have at Times Square.
Perfect.
Fortunately, my friends at ABC gave you a little feed to a little URL where you could get actually into the ABC feed. So I'll give you the cue when they're doing that.
Perfect.
Right, and it looks like it did not deter. They were expecting 2 million people, but I think certainly the weather's going to change that.
Yeah.
Especially since Lindy went there one year, and they pen people in.
Oh my God.
So in other words, once one block fills with people, they close it off. And you could not leave, right?
No.
You are not allowed to leave to go to the bathroom. And then they fill the next block, and then they close that, they pen that in. And what that allows it to happen is if someone gets ill or something, there's enough room for a police car or an ambulance to get through Times Square.
Oh, wow.
In the old days when I went, it was just people
everywhere.
Yes, exactly. And the stores had to board up the windows because if the crowds got too dense, the windows would crack. But anyway, so if you're going to Times Square, prepare not to go to a bathroom for 4 to 8 to 10 hours, depending on how close to the bowl you want to be.
Oh man. Okay, so I just added a timer onto our live stream here.
Oh, okay. Oh, very good. Very good.
Official time.
Yeah, that's pretty. Well, let me just take a look. I have official time now as 11. Wait a second. 11:58. That's good.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're close enough.
Perfect.
You're close enough.
And then
You know what?
Go ahead.
Since my feed goes directly to Times Square, they'll drop the ball on our cue. Okay.
Perfect.
We don't have to
Great.
wait for the Dick
Fantastic.
Clark people to,
Yeah.
So the people in Times Square might be freaking out a little when they see it's not exactly what their watches say, but
listen, we have the express pass.
Yes, exactly.
The buck stops here when it comes to when New Year's Eve celebrations will happen.
Yes, and also up here on the flagpole, also I brought a spare ball, so if the one in Times Square doesn't fall properly, we have a backup. Okay, Perfect. Yeah, we are. Really
look at that ball! Oh, I didn't catch that there. This is perfect. Yeah, here there it is.
Just see, you can just
see
the
crane is coming in now.
The crane is coming in and moving it into. Oh my God, that is. You know what? That is really huge.
Man,
it's bigger than
the Empire State Building.
You know what? I would say that ball is probably 20 feet in diameter.
Yeah. Wow. Man, it's
amazing.
At least.
And that crane hand.
They make them look really human nowadays. I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? They felt that people were frightened by those big cranes, so now they have these big plastic hands.
Yeah.
So it's more user friendly.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
I think we just opened a bottle of champagne here. How's that? Chad,
looking good.
I think you should run click that switch and go to the ABC feed.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. We're cutting over to the ABC feeds right now. The live feeds that we got specifically for the Giz Wiz. And here it goes. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, 25 seconds, folks.
Oh, 20. Oh,
my. This is, wow, this is really impressive.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, well, look at the confetti. Oh, goodbye, 2017.
Yes,
goodbye. Oh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Happy New Year! What is?
Oh, Chad, the lag.
Yeah, that up there, the date, it says 2016.
The Skype lag tonight is the worst it's ever.
Oh man, that was whoops. And I think our feed cut off. I think our.
Oh my gosh,
man,
I can't.
The lag is really bad.
2 years behind.
Wow.
Okay, wait a minute.
2 years it took for that Skype.
Going to the monitor. It is 2018.
Cheers!
Chat room. There you go. When you get the
Happy New Year!
Oh, yay!
To a new year, cheers.
Cheers, exactly.
I think my champagne was from the time that video was recorded.
Actually, we're having Prosecco.
Wow.
Favorite. Wow. Bring in Charlie. Oh.
Yeah, I need to kiss Charlie on the mouth. Where is he?
Oh, my gosh. Catering. Hang on. Ta-da. Catering brought in some. Oh, here's Charlie. Hang on. Dennis, you want to put Charlie in front of the camera for a mo? Oh, finger sandwiches.
Without crust.
Without crust. All right, I'll bring the mic back.
There's Charlie. Hi, Char. Hey, Charlie.
He said, oh, boy, sandwiches.
Wow. Here's Jack. There we go.
Oh,
we have to christen.
Jack. Yay.
Hey.
Dear Jack.
Hey. Wow, Dave is so drunk he's typing upside down.
Oh, man, he fell over. Oh, gosh.
Scooter X is typing in rainbow colors. This is great. This is great. Dog germs. Oh, this is super. Oh, my God.
Happy New Year.
It's 2018. If you didn't pay your 2017 credit card, you are too late.
Yeah, it's over. I have an hour still to pay.
Oh, that's right, you do. I'll come out. Owe any money? Actually, go to L.A.
Yeah, catch a flight to LA real fast.
To do it. All right. Well, while we drink our champagne, is it okay to do the video tour? All right, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some more. So I told people that on New Year's Eve I would take a camera and walk around Disneyland, but actually I'm on top of 1700 Broadway. Don't tell anybody the address. So about 4 o'clock this afternoon, Dennis and I did a little video. So, you know, Mad Magazine closed December 22nd. I took everything from my office. The editor of Mad said he didn't want anything in his office. So this is what Disneyland looks like today. Recently, Mad closed in New York City, almost at the end of December. I have a lot of stuff that I brought home from Mad, from my office, and kind of created a very Mad atmosphere here. And so what I'm going to do now is give you a little tour of Disneyland 2.0. When you come into the building, you never would know that I had this office here. Very, very understated. So Alfred meets you at the door. He's wearing his working press pass. And, you know, out in Hollywood, they have their Walk of Fame. So here at Disneyland, we have our Wall of Fame. And these are people that I met through Mad Magazine or through being the Giz Wiz. So there's Neil Patrick Harris. And then Weird Al. Weird Al is a huge Mad fan, actually edited an issue of Mad. OMG Chad, Geraldo Rivera from CNBC. We worked in studios next to each other. Leo Laporte from Twit. I'm still on Twit on Saturdays. Bill Gaines is Santa Claus. Candice from World News Now. This is one of my favorite things. Out of the blue, Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton fame. He wrote it, starred in it, tweeted, as long as Dick DeBartolo is still writing spoofs for Mad Magazine, everything's gonna be okay, funny and merciless. My whole life, I was thrilled. I tweeted back. We became Twitter friends, then email friends. Then he came up to the office, spent an hour and a half looking around. Bucket list number 1 done. Co-hosting a night of movie satires with Robert Osborne. San Diego Comic-Con 2011, I won an Inkpot Award, Lifetime Achievement in Comic Arts. Another guy there, Steve somebody, won it on the same day. David Pogue, big tech fan, big Mad fan. Bill Gaines again with Blink Fun Love. There's Blink Fun Love there on Nickelodeon, hosting a game show called You Want It, You Got It. Carol Burnett, who came to visit us at Mad. Gene Rayburn, Match Game. I worked with Gene for 18 years. When we were on 60 Minutes back in the late 80s. Regis and Kathy Lee was on that show for 5 years. Soupy on To Tell the Truth. I did 2 CBS specials for Soupy. I was on a show called That's My Line. Not What's My Line, That's My Line, where this man invented a detector that's measured how frightened you were. I'm hooked up to it, and they brought out that tiger. A couple of other things. The Match Game. I wrote 40,000 questions for Match Game, and this is what the Match Game questions looked like right there. Dumb Donald was so dumb. At the store, he said to the salesman, if these are elevator shoes, where's the blank? So this is the main part of the studio. Everything, not everything, but a lot of stuff that Mad had their name on.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D.
A lot of this stuff was made just for distributors. The Mad Money was a special giveaway.
My cat
the
stepped
Alfred E.
on my
Newman
key.
manufactured, handed over. It was a way to hold up ATMs with a card. Just made for our top 100 retailers. Newmanisms, the Mad Lunchbox, the Mad Wonder Woman, Mad Game, satire on Parker Brothers Monopoly. Actually, Parker Brothers produced that game. Puzzles, bubblegum, DVD collection. There's 500 issues on the CD-ROM collection, 600 on the DVD. Everything, again, not every single thing, but a lot of stuff that Mad
had its name on. Mad Records. And then over here, we go to kind of a Giz Wiz section. So these are some old components. But first, I'm going to show you something I showed on the Giz Wiz, one of my favorite things, the dancing liquids. Okay. I love little niche things like this. They're like under 20 bucks on Amazon. And I like the fact that even when they're not playing, they light up kind of bright. So now, you know, we have Dick's Gadget Warehouse on the Giz Wiz. These are Dick's Gadget shells. So these are a collection of really old technology. Back in the 1970s, reel-to-reel videotape. This videotape is Bill Gaines on To Tell the Truth. The LG NV Touch, which had two screens, an outer screen and inner screen. Inside it was the keyboard. Itty Bitty Booklight sold millions. Remember that? World's first radio-controlled clock. It keeps terrible time because it only checks at the atomic clock once a day if it can find it. That was $170 back in 1985. That's the original Casio digital camera. $999.99. $1,000. It had 2 megabytes of memory and could take 30 digital pictures and then other stuff. But you want to know something? Casio was way ahead of their time. See the lens on the Casio? It flips over. Casio invented the selfie. This is where the show comes from. So this is where I sit and talk to Chad. This normally is where the chat room is. That's when I'm on Twit. I can see it on that monitor up there. Oh, my premium, my Avast is running out. Well, that's okay because I'm not renewing it. And then normally my boats are up there so I can tell what my boats are doing. There's the Inkpot Award, okay? That's the actual Inkpot Award. I'm really proud of that. And Steven Spielberg did also win one. And Jack Davis did that picture of me when we were on a TV show. And then one of my favorite letters from George Lucas when I did the takeoff on Star Wars. George Lucas wrote and said, there should be an Academy Award for Dick DeBartolo and Mort Drucker for satirizing my movie. And what's funny about it is 3 days after George's letter, we got letters from his attorneys. That is a copyright infringement, and we're suing Mad Magazine, and we want the 8 pages of art, and we want the profits that those 8 pages made. And I said to Bill, what are you going to do? And Bill said, I'm going to copy your letter and write across the lawyer's letter, gee, George liked it. And he did. And we never heard from the lawyers again. And I'm going to end with a very, very weird story. Mad closed on December 22nd, okay? I cleaned out my office on December 23rd when I walked in here. This Mad fan was on the shelf running, okay? I really was taken aback because it's not remote control. It's not Bluetooth. What turned it on? And since that day, it's never gone on by itself again. It was sort of like, welcome to everything you brought home from Mad, Dick. We like it. Anyway, that's it. Dick DeBartolo, Mad's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. You're growing sleepy. Sleepy.
And that fan has not turned off since. It's the Ever fan.
Oh, yeah. No, it's very funny because someone said, it's a defective switch. Has it ever come on again? And I said, no, just that one morning. He said, oh, all right, then it's not a defective switch.
Then that's weird.
It just, I don't know. I believe it's some sort of a sign. I don't know who from who, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, that is. Very cool, man. That is quite the wall of famous photos. That's just so cool.
And lots of stuff. You know, people say, can I come for a tour? And it's really not big enough for a tour. So I figured this is an easy way to do it. And you know what? I'm looking in the chat room. Becky bought that planter. Right, yeah. Becky? that you showed last week?
Yeah, the piano one.
Oh, is it there? You
Yeah.
show people that.
So-
Show people that.
This is the piano plant or piano pot. And the idea, well, I have to set it down, otherwise it just kind of plays, is that every time you touch a leaf, a new key will be pressed in the song. Well, okay,
Well,
here we go.
the plant that plays itself.
It's the plant that plays itself. Apparently, it got somehow like weird on the. So every time you touch a leaf, it will move forward. And there's a few songs, so I can choose to go to the next song. So here, we'll start a new song. Well, maybe. There we go. Next song.
You have a haunted plant.
I do. Well, maybe it won't go to the next song.
Is it in play? Is it like play mode?
There we go. Here's the next song. I don't know any of these songs. Do you recognize this song?
No, I don't. But hold it up again. LED lights. It
Yep.
lights up.
Yeah. Here, let me cut to my shot. Here we go. So a new LED light every time you play it.
And it's Bluetooth.
And it's Bluetooth, so you can switch it into Bluetooth mode.
Power off.
Oh, well, I powered it off.
And it's made in England.
Yeah, is it? No, yeah, right.
No. It sounded like an English accent. Power off.
Bluetooth mode. Yeah, and there you go. So now,
And it was like $17, right?
yeah, it was not expensive at all. It was very inexpensive. So did Becky get one? Is that what you said?
Mine? What? Becky said.
Someone
Becky
bought
said
one.
mine was just $8, $7.99.
There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. New Year's Eve. Dance and EDM countdown music. This is the music that I want on New Year's Eve.
Oh, you're playing it through your flower pot.
Yeah, playing it through and the LEDs just go crazy. I wish you could tap the plant and pause it.
Oh, that would be good.
How the piano worked, it seems like that wouldn't work out so great. There was a lot of miss piano.
Can you say, Alexa, play my plant?
Right, exactly. Turn on the plant. So yeah.
Cool Geek said
water it
he believes the first song that you played was Theme from Love Story.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I didn't water it since the last show, and it's kind of died a little bit. My plant.
Yeah, it doesn't water it. What do you want for $17? It doesn't
exactly.
water
It doesn't
itself.
water itself.
Oh my gosh.
Oopsie. Should water that a little bit more. But yeah, so far I think that it's fairly a good little buy.
I think it's excellent. Excellent.
It definitely falls in the category of things that don't need to be a Bluetooth speaker. That is a Bluetooth speaker.
Ranger Rick said, Alexa, play my plant. And Alexa said, no way.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Alexa, don't do that.
Yeah. So we could either do two things. We could stop the stream and then come back right before midnight Central Time. Or we could just keep talking about some of the stuff that's going on.
Chat room, what should we do? Should we stop and pick up in half an hour? So what we're going to do is welcome in New Year's for Chad, which is in 45 minutes.
45?
How are we going to know when it's midnight there?
I'll use the timer again, I guess.
The timer again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hooked that up. Now on the Giz Wiz, we'll always have a way to see the time.
Excellent.
Excellent. So we don't ever go over.
Keep going.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Now we know.
Someone said, I thought Chad was dressing as a bellhop. He does, you know.
I even have a bow tie. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
And it's sequined.
Oh my word.
There we go.
Oh my word.
I'd be happy to take your luggage. Yes, anything I can do.
I'm going to have some more Prosecco.
Perfect. So yeah, 2018 looks like it's shaping up to be a great year. Starting off strong.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go off
CES.
camera and get a couple of gifts people sent me. So you
Oh yeah,
talk.
perfect.
Oh.
Perfect. Starting off the year great with CES. Really looking forward to that. We'll record a whole bunch of stuff there. Thank you, Crazy Cat Lady. I'm sad I didn't pop any of these for the Eastern time zone. I should have popped some poppers. I didn't realize you have to be 18 in order to buy these in Texas. Just these little itty bitty party poppers that you just buy almost everywhere. And I went to check out, and it stopped me. And I thought that it was because it was a seasonal item. It was some type of item that they didn't have around a lot, and I was doing self-checkout, so the weight wasn't correct or something like that. That's why it stopped me. Well, the employee comes over and he just stares at me. I don't know what's going on. And he's just sitting there looking at me. And finally, it was like a good 45 seconds of him looking over at me. He goes, I guess you're 18. And I was like, oh, is that what you're doing? Are you trying to guess my age? And he logs into the thing and checks me out. And it was so weird. It was just I don't know what to do. Why are you staring at me? Stop staring me down. Now my only response was to make a joke about it, to kind of be like, oh, haha, yeah, I didn't realize that was what you were doing, and I thought it was the weight, that the weight wasn't entered in or anything like that. He goes, oh, they don't check weight anymore. I go, oh, they must have other ways to figure out how people aren't stealing or something like that. And he just looks at me again and he goes, and I'm like, what is going on? I don't understand any of the communication this guy is saying. And finally he looks up, makes me look up, there's a camera on the ceiling. He was telling me that they apparently have computer vision now to tell that you steal, to stop you from stealing. This guy was the most awkward fellow I have ever encountered this week. Yeah, that was a weird experience. So anyway.
Okay, so I have some of my gifts. So Becky's gave. Well, you know what? I asked on the show what was Lemonhead. I think it was in a question we played on Giz Wiz PM, and it was. Did you know about Lemonhead candy?
Yeah, I've heard of Lemonhead candy.
Oh, okay. I never did. So Becky bought me Lemonhead candy, the freshest good and plenty I ever ate. I ate the entire box the opening night. She gave me playing cards and said, be careful when you open the cards. And they're in the other apartment, so I couldn't get them. Ranger Rick, I'm not quite sure what this is. It's Redneck. Let me just get it here again. Redneck Cafe.
Is that bacon flavored something?
It's bacon flavored hot chocolate.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why the package is still sealed. Ranger Rick, thank you. He also gave me Lego Light, an LED Santa Claus. Okay, a little LED Lego Light Santa Claus. And Ranger Rick, you could have taken the tag off it that says 50% off. Okay. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. I built it and it stood straight up, so I did something terribly wrong with it.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Something went wrong. So Becky and Ranger Rick and Maggie, thank you so much.
Oh.
What?
Thank Becky again for the peanut.
Oh, Becky, Dennis says thank you.
I have a dental appointment.
Dennis has a dental appointment. Becky sent Dennis a box of C's peanut brittle. Which is amazingly delicious and tooth destroying. Well, so we remind me what did you get that we showed on Giz Wiz?
We showed off the gloves. Here I have a lot of them here.
The
claw gloves.
Yes, I found them 2 pairs for $7.
Where did we thought something for like $1? Like it was like So inexpensive. The carrot spiralizer thing
The carrot spiralizer, which
Yeah.
is just
crummy.
It's
And
crummy.
then
Don't ever be all right.
the smart music flower pot.
Oh, that was great. That
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
I was tempted to buy that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
For $6.99, I may have to.
Yeah,
Becky,
exactly.
was it
I mean,
$6.99 on Amazon?
just leave it in your cart, and the next time you check out, it'll be there.
That's right.
Exactly.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend peanut brittle, says PC guy.
Yeah, they recommend it because it gives them more work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spike says, who doesn't like pizza? Oh, that's funny. Oh, Bandit says, bacon hot chocolate is the bomb. Oh, my God. I
Bacon
don't know.
Maybe real bacon wrapped in chocolate that was hot at one point.
That's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
But I don't know about the actual bacon hot chocolate. That seems like a stretch.
Right. Oh, Becky said the $1.99 gloves
Had $8?
$8 shipping.
How is this not like
The $6.99 the $6.99 gloves were Amazon Prime. I'm not quite sure how in the world they made any money that way.
You would think that Amazon would be the one that says, hey, you know what, stop this. If your product costs under $5 and the shipping costs more than the product.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm banning you guys. Or at least we're
Right.
going to make it all together. Okay, that's a $9 or $10 product. That's not a $2 product with $8 shipping. Yeah.
Maple bacon croissants. Oh, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
Oh, yeah, where is your Charlie?
Charlie's inside. Charlie's in. He has a crate that he sleeps in, so he's in that right now. Because it is cold. It is one of the coldest parts of the year right now. I woke up this morning, and this may not be impressive for most people, but me in Texas, it was. There was snow on my car, about this much snow on my car, and it was very.
And what was
impressive.
the temperature?
Yeah, it was like 28, something like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so it was fairly cold. So I've been leaving him inside. He's been inside most of the day. He actually enjoys that more than being outside. He's a dog that just likes to follow me around, and he'll just chill out and sit around and stuff like that. But yeah.
Oh, you know, I have a New Year's Eve souvenir.
Ooh.
This is Philip sent these to members of the press when they went from incandescent bulbs to halogen bulbs on the ball at 42nd Street.
Interesting.
And
is that it?
That is the shape of it. Yeah. Wow. If you go back and look for old footage, you'll see them screwing in like thousands of these to make different designs. But after the press conference, everybody got. So I don't plug it in so that in case one year I want to light it, it'll still hopefully still work.
That thing has to be LEDs at this point, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Because now it can do, designs and
could play a movie file.
This is what Charlie just got from Lindy.
Oh wow!
And Charlie.
It has like 5 different squeaks.
Oh, it has all different. Charlie. That's Charlie's new toy. Oh, did I lose Chad? Did Chad go away? I don't know.
Nope, you got me. Here? You got me. Sorry.
Chat room, am I still on?
You're still on. Sorry. I was. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Hello. Oh, maybe not.
Did I lose my sound?
I can hear you.
Oh, I think. Oh, yes.
There we go.
I got the picture. Charlie knocked the mic cable out.
Oh, so there you go.
The headphones.
Okay. I like this toy. When one squeaker isn't enough.
Yes, exactly.
Follow them. Yeah, that's a great Great gift. I haven't gotten my Charlie a Christmas gift yet.
Oh my
It was pointed out
gosh!
to me earlier, and I was like, oh no. That's one way to feel like a bad owner. I need to get my dog a Christmas gift.
Here's an interesting thing from PC Guy, that there's a problem now with LED traffic lights, is they no longer generate enough heat to melt the snow in front of the lens.
That's funny.
Isn't that interesting?
That is funny.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there are downsides to LEDs.
Interesting.
I also discovered that the first thing that got covered with snow was my new 18-inch convex mirror with snow guard. It did absolutely nothing. My boat was totally snow-free
except for the mirror. Yeah.
That was covered in snow.
That's very funny.
But we're going to use, I bought the stuff that you recommended. Was it Rain-X?
Yeah, it was it wasn't quite Rain-X. It was some type of brand like that. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, you put it on your windshield. So
yeah.
I bought it after you talked about it.
And it works. And I'm sad because when I did the Giz Wiz gadget review, you may remember I only did half of the windshield.
Yes.
And I never went back and did the other half. And I did the passenger side. And now it's been like 6 months and I can still see the difference. It'll be raining and the passenger
now when you
side.
Drive, do you drive like looking out the passenger
I can like
window?
look over the passenger side. It's much better. It is. I'm now a believer in the product because the driver's side, like even today with the snow, there was ice underneath the snow on my side because when the snow would melt, it would just roll off on the passenger side. But on the driver's side, it was ice under the snow. So I wish I was, just today I was thinking, man, I should have done the other side. So I may go back.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any around anymore. I need to go buy some and do the driver's side window.
Yeah. Yes, officer, I know I was driving with my head out the other window, but that's the one with the Rain-X or whatever it was.
You can see my video review right here where I did it. Exactly. It's so funny, everything that we do is on video. I feel like if I ever get audited and they're like, did you really buy champagne and Happy New Year stuff for your business? Be like, yes, let me show you.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's very funny. Yeah, and I'll get audited. How could one person need 90 different LED bulbs if you work in an office?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you work? If you worked in a disco, we could forgive it.
Yeah. What does one man need with so many...
Watch this video.
Yeah, exactly. What on earth could one man need with so many Bluetooth speakers? I don't understand.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. Pac NW says, well, don't you have a garage? Or is your garage full of stuff?
My garage is full of stuff. Oh, my God.
Is there no room for your car?
No room for my car. No. I about half a year ago, maybe a year, it started a year ago, but I stopped about half a year ago, was I would look at estate sales and auctions and purchase stuff. And it was incredible. Like I got like server racks for like $2. I got like, furniture for like $15, that sort of thing. But a lot of times you would get something. I'd put a bid. Is all electronic. All the estate sales now are all electronic, and things like that. If they're going to do bidding, they just do them online. And so I'd put on a few bids on stuff, and then I'd get extra stuff, and so it would go in the garage. So right now, and my thought was, oh well, I'll just go to Craigslist and sell it, get rid of it. And I've never had the time. I've never done it. So the garage just constantly has been filling up with random things like a coffee table that I don't need, or like server racks. Right now there's like a bunch of server racks in there.
Well, that's my gadget warehouse. It's full of I
like
have
extras.
tons of Mad magazines, and I keep thinking, had I never ever saved one Mad, I would be so much richer.
Yeah.
Because your garage is free. It came with the house,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. The warehouse is $400 a month.
Right. Woo.
Just to have crap
Yeah.
stored in there.
Yeah.
And I always go there and say, I'm throwing everything out. I'm throwing
Let's
everything
get
out. I
rid
don't want
of it."
any of this stuff.
And then you go, oh,
And then I
but
go,
I like
well,
that.
wait a minute. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
wait. Oh, all these tapes with Regis. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
want to.
I know, I can't get rid of that. Yeah, totally.
Oh, my
Absolutely.
Nickelodeon days. I can't throw that
Yeah.
out.
Nobody has this. You know, I somehow I only found out about your Nickelodeon days like in the last year. I didn't know that about you, that you hosted on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon had a show called Don't Just Sit There.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-hour show, which they divided like into 15-minute segments. Excuse me. And a friend of mine said, well, you know, you're a game show person. Could you come up with a crazy, silly game that kids would love? And they, oh, that's right. And they said, and I had this picture on my wall because we used to have a goofy thing. I often appeared in Mad Magazine in this outfit.
Yeah.
This movie. Yeah. Okay. And they said, and that picture on the wall, could you still have that?
Could you dress
And
up
I
like
said,
that like every week?
Yes, yes. That was my costume. And so the two of us, Jeff Ginsburg was his name, and we came up with this game show called You Want It, You Got It, where we would bring out 10 cream pies, and we would say, audience, vote by your applause. Should we throw these at the camera? Should we throw them at you? Should we throw them up in the air? And they would vote, and then we would do it. And we have three crazy things, and we tried to weight it toward one thing,
Right.
because
So you
we
could
didn't want to
plan.
have all the stuff in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, once we had, should we throw this in a wood chopper? Should we have you step on it? And we thought, oh, what if they vote on the wood chopper? We're going to have a wood chopper standing by.
Exactly. Or should we throw it at this celebrity we happen to have?
Yeah,
in the-
yes,
It's
exactly,
like
exactly.
obviously, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that went on for a long time. And then on another Nickelodeon show, I just showed gadgets. It was the wacky gadget guy with
Wacky
weird
gadget guy.
gadgets.
Yeah.
So and Nickelodeon was great fun because, you know, it's not network television.
Right.
And your rehearsal was show up 20 minutes before the show and just say, I'm going to do show this, and then they, oh, okay, fine.
Cool.
Just,
That's fine. Yeah.
yeah. Well, will it be 10 minutes? I go, yeah, you want 10? Well, you could do 10 or 12. Oh, when you see the stage manager go, you know, the wrap up sign,
Yeah.
you stop.
Just stop. Yeah, exactly. Now, was that all live to tape? Live or tape?
It was, I know the kids were in the audience.
Mhm.
You know, I think it was live because, you know, I don't even remember. I think
Yeah.
I did it on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Maybe it was live.
I mean, a lot
Anyway.
of shows will just do live to tape, because I went to a few recordings of stuff in LA, and that's just the least expensive way to record
Yes.
stuff. Is okay, we'll
Yes.
do it once. Let's go. I mean, that's how Giz Wiz records, right? It's
Yeah.
live,
Well,
unless we screw up, and then I can edit it
Yeah.
after the fact.
Yeah. Well, Match Game, it's 1 week in a day.
Yeah.
5 shows in a day, and the celebrities, this is a lot of years ago, the celebrities got $1,000. So it was only $200 an episode, but you would make $1,000 in 5 hours and a free lunch, and there was absolutely nothing to learn. And I remember Charles Nelson Riley saying, this is the best job in the world. It's like going to a cocktail party, acting silly,
Yeah.
and then as you leave, the host says, by the way, here's
some cash.
$1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, totally. There's some gigs that still feel like that nowadays, and then there's other gigs that make up for it. You
Yes,
know?
yes.
There'll be some things it's like, oh, come here, say this thing, hang out, and you'll get an appearance fee. And then there's other gigs that are like, we're going to pay you so nothing, And then also make sure you tweet it, Instagram it, just story it.
Yes.
But put this hashtag and everything, and you're required.
Yes.
Make sure you say this when you're holding the product. It's like, oh my god. Yeah.
Oh yes. Well, that kind of thing from the Brian Brushwood thing.
Oh yeah.
Where you did a magic show every night.
Oh yeah.
In a different city.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? So when the show ended, you see, Leo Laporte had a lot of clout. When he did a show on television, he would show all the gadgets and then just walk out of the studio. And the people from the companies had to pack everything up and send it back.
Right.
When I did a show, everybody would leave and I would have to pack everything up and carry it home.
Yeah.
So did Brian do a show and just walk out of the studio and say, "Okay, Chad"?
No. There was one. There was one time that ever happened, and I knew, and it was South by Southwest, because I knew that he really wanted to go hang out with people. He didn't want to pack up his show, and so I stayed behind and packed up everything and put it in his car and everything like that. But whenever we were at a colleges was our main gig. No, because the whole we'd be at a theater or in a room or at a venue or something. And they'd be like, "We want to go home, so if you could wrap this up, that'd be great." So no, he'd always help out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw Dennis and I saw him perform at NYU here in New York City. He was amazing, just amazing. Yeah,
he has a really good show. Like I think it's hard to explain. Like you just see. I have personally seen a lot of shows. And it is hard to have a very well-polished show that has funny moments throughout all of it, that hits, that has a constant pace of funny or interesting things. And his show does. And I was always really, proud of him, proud of it for
the shows were great.
Yeah.
Magoo said Wayne Newton, who's now 76, has done 60,000 shows.
Whoa.
In 60, I guess he means in 6 generations. Wayne Newton, I mean, I don't think it's a tale out of school, has had a lot of work done on his face. And the only reason I know it is when there used to be a show called Biography on Amazon. It was the only person I ever saw that as the biography went on, he got younger.
Yeah.
They would be like, he started out like at 20 and now here he is at 60. He looks a little bit younger than he did at 20. Yeah. Here he is at 80. Except he couldn't change his expression at all because
he was constantly smiling now.
Yeah. But God bless him. He's still evidently still going at 76. That's great.
Martron found my plant for $5. It looks like.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Underbid Becky. Oh my gosh!
$5.99, and it's blue or pink.
And it's Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Look at that.
Our chat room is amazing.
Martron did it.
I'll never forget that bulb, the first disco bulb. You showed it, and you paid $20.
I got it at Halloween Express.
Spirit of Halloween.
Spirit of Halloween.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and
with Jeff Needles.
I went the day after Halloween, and I only paid $10, and I was thrilled. And then they found it for $6, and then $5, and then $4.
Yeah.
And then someone sent me one with a $3 bill in it. The chat room. They are amazing.
Golly. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. The show life is an interesting life because you'll have the craziest days of your entire life, or it'll feel like the craziest week and it'll be like in a day. It'll be like,
oh yes.
I woke up at 8 a.m. Like this. Like, do you remember? I mean, me and Brush would call it the time warp all the time, and at the end of the day, we would say something like, "Do you remember when we were in Minneapolis this morning? And you'd just be like, you are kidding me, because that was like a week ago. There's no way we were in Minneapolis this morning. And it was like, yep. Remember last night when we did the show in such and such? And it was like, oh
so
my
did you
God.
travel in a convoy of trucks, or?
No, we flew. Yeah. So his show was I worked at a different company that would truck the show around. It would fit in a big 18-foot long like white truck. Whenever you see the sign, like, trucks don't come down this road, it was like that truck.
An 18-wheeler, yeah.
Right. Well, it wasn't quite 18-wheeler. It was like a smaller version. It didn't have like its own. Its trailer was connected to the cab.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I did work for a company that did that for about half a year. But his show could fit in 200 pounds worth of trunks and luggage. And that was perfect because we always flew Southwest Airlines. And Southwest Airlines, 2 bags will fly free for every customer. And so we would get to fly the show, and our luggage would be carry-on luggage.
Was it only the 2 of you?
Yeah. It was me and him.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. He got the best deal with Southwest. We only flew Southwest. He flew so many times a year because he would fly every night, basically. Like, he would fly 200 nights out of the year. And he flew so much, he got something called a companion pass. And so he could buy one flight and get a companion to fly on that same flight for free. Because it was Southwest, he would get 2 bags, 2 50-pound bags. I would get 2 50-pound bags. So for the price of 1 plane ticket, he would get 2 and 200 pounds of luggage, and plus our carry-ons. And then he would charge the school for all of that. He would say, oh, well, 2 flights, that's such and such.
Oh my God.
The luggage is $50 per bag, so that's an extra $200.
Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah, he would.
When you went, was there security back then? I mean, didn't they flinch when you walked through carrying 9 swords?
Yeah, no, they would.
And the flamethrower.
Yeah, a lot of times. So a TSA leaves a note every time they open your bag and check it, and at one point, I think I had like 60 of these notes that they had checked our bags. And I thought about taping it to the top. One of the most annoying things was that they would open it and then they would search through and they wouldn't put anything back the correct way, because it had a very specific way, so no props got bent, nothing rubbed up on, we had some props that had nice finishes and stuff so they would be wrapped in a cloth or something like that, and they wouldn't put it back. So part of me thought, in order to kind of avoid the hard search, is for me to just tape all these TSA notes to the lid, so when they opened it, there'd just be this, this fall down of all these TSA notes.
That would be funny. Right?
Yeah. So,
and I remember that time when Brian was trying to walk on with a sword, and the guy said, "You can't carry that on the plane." And Brian said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Although that probably didn't happen.
No, he didn't do sword swallowing.
He didn't. Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
And also, you bought a lot of stuff before the show, right? Because we saw that. I guess you call it a trick, where he mixed like 90 liquids together and then drank it.
So we'd have a rider, and the rider would say, "We need a ladder, an 8-foot ladder. We need this type of like fuel," because whenever he'd do his fire eating, he'd have to buy a certain type of fuel. He'd have to buy fuel at every location because you can't fly with it. So the school would buy that for you and have it waiting. Oh, okay. Right. We'd ask for Coke, milk, and orange juice. We'd ask for like 5 chairs and 2 stools. So that would happen. And then we'd get 50% of the time you'd get to the school and they'd be like, "You sent an email? What are you talking about?" I'm sorry, a rider? Yes. What's a rider? It's like, well, this will be fun.
Right.
Yeah, no, the best days when you'd arrive.
Are the dullest shows. Yeah. The dullest shows where Brian said, "And now I'm going to mix Coca-Cola and water.
And water. Yeah, exactly.
And now
more Coke.
It's
'cause
a
always
deadly
fun.
combination.
Exactly.
It was one
exactly.
of the lesser shows.
Yeah. No, Martron says no brown M&Ms. There's a, I forget which band it was, but they would always ask in their rider for M&Ms, but only without any green M&Ms or no brown M&Ms.
Yes, no brown. And Chad, I was at a show. I was doing a show for back then the country network, country music network.
Yeah.
It was called TNN.
Yeah.
The National Network. And National Network had a thing called American Magazine. And I was their gadget guy on American Magazine. And there was also a cooking segment on our show. And I had an elaborate kitchen backstage and a big prep room. And one day I'm walking through the prep room because sometimes you'd have free snacks. And there are 3 women with bags of M&Ms. And they're throwing stuff in a bowl.
Yeah.
And all the brown M&Ms are on the side.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, what do you
is
save the brown M&Ms for yourself?" And they go, "No." And I forget the name of the band
Yeah,
too. They
I forget
said
the band.
in their contract is 2 bowls of M&Ms, no brown ones.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't know that when they specify a limo, the length is in there. A limo no less than 20 feet long.
That's funny.
You know what? We should put that in our contract.
Seriously. And what it was a canary in the coal mine. Is if you do you know why people do this?
No.
Okay, it's so that when you get there and you get to your green room and you see 2 bowls of M&Ms with no brown M&Ms, you know that everything else on your rider got handled perfectly. You know it's a canary in the coal mine that if there aren't those M&Ms sitting around, then something else is wrong. They've gotten something else in the contract wrong because those aren't sitting there.
Okay.
And so that's what most of the people would have that for, so that they could know.
Except for the time there were no brown M&Ms and the guy went out and there was a Volkswagen waiting to take him back to the airport.
Right.
So
exactly.
They said, "Listen, we spent so much time on the M&Ms we couldn't get a limo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take your M&Ms and get in the VW and get out of here." Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. You should start your clock so we don't.
Oh yeah, here we go. We're about 11 minutes away.
Okay.
They're still celebrating in Manhattan, though.
Are they?
Look at the lights.
Oh, yes. You know, like everything else, the Times Square thing back years ago at 11:45, whatever show was on, they would cut to Times Square.
Right.
And now I think the show starts like at 8 o'clock. It's the same with the parade.
Yeah.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day. No, the 4th of July fireworks. It used to be a 15-minute show. Now it starts at 7 a.m. and the fireworks are on at 9:30. It's just amazing.
Oh man.
All right,
okay,
so
we
chat
got
room.
less than 10 minutes remaining.
Yes. So chat room, who's making a New Year's resolution and what is it?
Oh yeah.
I always make easy to keep New Year's resolutions, like don't eat razor blades.
Perfect.
And
Done.
I have never failed
missed
to
a
keep
year
that.
yet.
Nope,
Yeah.
not yet. Oh, also, Khan says Happy New Year from Sydney.
Ooh.
It's already 4:50. Oh my gosh!
On New Year's Day.
It's late afternoon. It's 4:50 p.m. on New Year's Day.
That's hilarious.
Pack NW says my resolution is never make a resolution.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I could go grab Charlie. Come on.
Get Charlie for the Dallas
You
celebration.
want me to? I can. I'll be right back.
do it.
Okay,
I'll talk to the chat room.
be right.
Yeah. All right, chat room. I want to watch the Mummers, Macy's Day, and that lame. Is the Rose Bowl thing still on? I have not seen that in many, many years. Oh, that's a good one, Bandit. I resolved to never again lick a steak knife. I'm not going to take a plunge in a frozen pond. That's good. My New Year's resolution, make sure my fridge isn't empty next New Year's, says Strength. Oh, what's the black cat's name? I forgot already. Is thinking he's gone. I can knock some stuff off this shelf. Let's see what I can. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to play with the monocaster. I'm swearing off TNT and HTG. Amazon Prime is streaming the New Year's. I know. Oh, Kitty wants down. Is Charlie in?
Charlie's so cute.
Okay, he's putting on his mic. PC guy, you're back.
He's really beautiful.
He has a great Charlie dog too.
And it was just coincident. No, that was his dog's name.
Charlie, come here. Come on. Yes.
Charlie. Whoa.
Yes, there you are.
Oh, look at Charlie.
Hey, Char. Hey, look, it's Jack. It's Jack the cat. Hey.
Oh, Charlie, this Charlie came. Charlie said, am I on camera?
Am I on camera? Is it my turn? Oh, hey, boy. Oops.
Oh, there goes the mic.
There goes your mic.
Test. There we go.
It's so funny. Cats never knock anything out. Dogs either knock the mic out or the earphone. Oh,
Cats.
Charlie, no, it's not. No. Charlie, this is a different Charlie. This is West Coast Charlie. This is Midwest Charlie.
Come here.
Oh, come on, Charlie. We want to see you.
That is an ender chest. You grabbed it. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. I don't really have a good way to show you off. Come on up here. There you go.
Oh, Charlie, look at you. What a handsome boy.
Yes.
Oh, what a handsome boy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, what a great markings, too.
I love you. Oh, yes. Good boy. You're good at standing up.
He is. Could
Okay.
Chad please unlock
Can I?
MD on Twitter? Can you unlock MD on Twitter?
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea. Cats just do their own live streams. Like
Yeah.
Waffles. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Or
Waffles
yeah,
said,
they
when
hit
I want to
buttons
be on,
the monocaster.
I just know how to do that.
Charlie
All right,
is in-
chat room.
loves to sniff stuff.
Oh,
He's so
someone
curious.
earlier asked, I do not own Mad Number One. Mad Number One is like $1,000.
Whoa.
I started with issue 69, so I was not there at the beginning.
So you have all the way. So which do you have a list of which ones you're missing?
I started with issue 69, and I have like a year or two before that because that's when I started reading Mad. But
Right.
the real Mad Number One is the one to really have. And I think Bill Gaines, the publisher's personal copy, I think that went for like $20,000 or something.
Wow. Wow.
Because it was in mint condition, in a safe, in a some sort of plastic binding thing, and it was owned by Bill Gaines, so
wow,
that made it special. Let's see.
Less than 4 minutes remain, or I guess 5 minutes. Less than 5.
1010 said a well-graded copy cost about $7,000.
Wow.
If only I had a bunch of those.
Yeah. Still not as much as Bitcoin, but getting there.
No. All right, we're easing in. We're going to crank our ball up again. We're going to make it drop over New York City, even though it's be 1 o'clock here, because we paid these stagehands plenty. Do you have enough? You have enough string?
There.
Okay.
That is so funny.
Oh yeah, it's
I love the giant disco ball.
they've hoisted it up again.
There it
Oh,
goes.
very, very good. They're
Okay,
very
about
good.
3 minutes and 30 seconds
Oh
remain.
yeah, you can put it back on the building top. You want to hold it for 3 minutes. Okay.
I'll use my poppers finally. I wonder how the cat will react to.
Oh okay. Oh okay. Very good.
To my, here, I'm gonna test
we have
one.
our noise. We're getting our noisemakers again.
I'm gonna test a popper. See how the cat likes it.
Oh okay.
Okay.
Not terrified.
Seem to do okay with that.
Okay. Right. Oh my God, Chad, cut to my shot again. Oh my God, the people from Star Wars.
Whoa.
Oh, they're so late.
They brand everything.
Oh, whoa.
It may in fact be Star Trek.
They must.
Maybe.
Yeah. You know what? Every year Star Wars does special effects get more and more believable, don't they?
Yeah. Wow.
It's like it really flew through the city skyline.
Oh man. Is it Star Trek? Is it Star Tours or Star Trek? I couldn't. Star Wars?
Well, I think it's Star Wars. Was it? What?
Star Wars?
Did you see it when it went over? What did it say on it?
What did it say on the plaque?
Oh
man.
Oh, the Magellan Enterprise.
Oh, there you go.
the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 minutes. 2 minutes till the new year.
Yeah. Khan says, instead of no expense spared, the Giz Wiz is more like no expense made.
No expenses.
No, please. We have invested. I probably spent a good $38 putting this extravaganza on.
Let me check the Happy New Year sign. That was $3. Okay.
Yeah, you think production's not cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I bought this last year on sale for $5.
Right. Yeah, I bought these last year from the guy on the street. They were $1.
Yeah.
It adds up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Everybody get the champagne ready again. I'm getting more Prosecco, more sandwiches. Chat room, does anybody, when I lived in Brooklyn, everybody ran out on the street and banged pots and pans together at midnight.
Wow.
Does anybody still do that, or are people afraid to go out at midnight?
In Brooklyn.
Anybody in the chat room still have a family that goes out at midnight? Okay. Oh my God. Chad,
45 seconds.
Last. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I hear fireworks outside.
There we go.
Whoa.
This is time.is, so if it's incorrect, we can blame the internet. 30 seconds.
Oh boy, it's almost New Year's in Texas, and I assume the rest of the state. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, 20 seconds. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah,
Lots of explosions in my neighborhood. Oh.
Whoa, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Oh, the train's coming over, Chad. The train is coming.
There we go.
Okay, crane. Oh, there it is.
There it goes.
Oh, there it is. It's lighting up.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. It's lighting up. It's 2018.
2018. Wow.
Oh, it fell off the ball. Oh, there it is.
And that is Happy New Year, everyone.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, this is to you, Chad, for coming up to 2 years of Giz Wiz fun.
Thank you, Dick. I'm so glad.
And to our Patreons who
Yeah.
have kept it going for two years in February. It will have been supported by them. So champagne and Happy New Year to everybody, all our fans, everybody in the chat room, Lindy, Dennis.
Happy New Year.
This Charlie wishes that. This Charlie wishes your Charlie.
All the Charlie.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Fantastic. Well, I guess we'll sign it off here. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thank you so much. Once again, yeah, thanks for anyone who supports the Giz Wiz Patreon. Big thanks to you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. And Happy New Year.
Yes,
It'll be a great 2018.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna get down with the crane. Someone wants to know if how I'm getting off the building ledge.
Bring the
Yeah.
crane.
I'll do the crane. The crane. I may be arrested in the morning because my pass expired now. I now have an illegal building ban. Fortunately, they don't ask when you exit.
Yeah, exactly. They say get out. And they
Get
kick
out. And why are you taking so many mad things with you? Oh, yes. Becky says, thank you, especially to Beatmaster.
Yes, Beatmaster. Thank you so
a
much.
special toast to Beatmaster.
Cheers.
Who is always in the chat room, keeping us going. And Josh, is Josh in the chat room?
I don't know if he's in the chat, but I think he's watching.
He's watching. Okay,
Yeah.
Josh, to you, our producer.
Cheers.
Our producer who bills us for all the things that never happen. He uses the Brian Brushwood School of Accounting. And now we're wise to him. Okay, Chad, take care. This was great fun. Okay.
Thank you.
Chat room. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Come on, lean in, lean in. Come on, guys. Lean in, lean in. Cut to
Happy
my
New
wide
Year,
shot.
chat room.
Yay!
Dennis,
Happy New Year.
Hey, perfect.
Cheers.
Okay. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, chat room. Thank you. This is super. Okay, bye.